Hello everyone, hope you are all doing well, having a great time and of course staying safe. This is class 9, chapter 15, section 4, science lesson, and in this lesson we will try to talk about light and color. Let's start. Light and matter. So the big question here is why we see things around us in different colors. You already know that white light is made of all the colors. So how do things get their color from the white light? This is another way to ask the same question. Or why aren't all things in white? Right? So to answer these questions, you need to know about how light interacts with other matters. Light interacts with matter in 3 different ways. The light can be reflected, or absorbed, or transmitted. So what is transmission? Transmission is the passing of light or other forms of energy through matter. So whenever light or any other forms of energy passes through matter, we call this transmission. What about reflection? Reflection happens when light bounces off an object. That's not all. Reflected light allows you to see things. What about absorption? Absorption is the transfer of energy to matter. Absorbed light can make things feel warmer. Let's say it again. Light interacts with matters around you in 3 ways. Either it could be reflected, or absorbed, or transmitted. Each one of them has a specific use. For example, reflection allows us to see things. Absorption makes things warmer. We said transmission is the passing of light through matter. You can see transmission all the time. Well, how? You know that when you look at things, the light that reaches your eyes is transmitted through air. And you also should remember that light could interact with matter in several ways at the same time, as you can see in front of you. So basically we have 3 types of matter: transparent, translucent, and opaque. Transparent describe matter that allows light to pass through it. Translucent describe matter that transmit light but does not transmit an image. And opaque describe an object that is not transparent or translucent, as you can see in the picture in front of you. So if I told you what is air or glass or water, since air, glass, water are examples of matter that visible light can easily go through, we call this transparent. How should I know that the matter is transparent? Well, if you could see objects clearly, then that matter is probably transparent. What about the windows in our bathrooms? Sometimes our bathrooms are made of frosted glass. If you use this kind of windows, you actually see things through them, but it will be very, very blurry. So translucent matter transmits light but also scatters the light as it passes through the matter. What about a wood or metal or even your book? These are examples of opaque object. Opaque object, as we said it before, describe an object that is not translucent or transparent, and you can see that in the image in front of you, and you can also compare translucent, transparent, and opaque. How can we determine the color of any object? How can we say this color is green, the other one is red, the other one is yellow? Human eyes see different wavelengths of light as different colors. We have said this before. For example, humans see long wavelength as red, as we have said in a previous slide, and short wavelength as violet. So any color that you see is determined by the wavelength of light that reaches your eye. Remember this. The color that you see is determined by the wavelength of light that reaches your eye. Light reaches your eye after being reflected off an object or after being transmitted through an object. So the light could be reflected or it could be transmitted. After it has been received by the eye sends these signals to the brain. The brain explains these signals as colors. So this is basically how we see things around us in different colors. Colors of opaque object. When a white light hits an opaque object, some colors of the light absorbed and some are reflected. The question is, which light is reflected, which light is absorbed? The light that actually reaches your eye is the light that is reflected. The shirt reflects red light and absorbs all the other colors. So you see the shirt red. What about the green leaf? The green leaf reflects green light and absorbs all the other colors. So you see the leaf green. What happens if we had an white colored object? In this case, because all the colors are reflected, the object will appear white. What about black? Well, black is absence of color. So, when light strikes a black object, all the colors are absorbed. So, let's talk about the picture that you are seeing right in front of you. A red object reflects red and absorbs other colors of white light. And remember, white light is composed of all the colors of the rainbow. And what about a white object? A white object reflects all colors of white light equally. What about a black object? And black object is seen as black if it absorbs all colors of white light. What about the colors of translucent and transparent object? If you look at an ordinary window glass in a white light, under the white light, you will see it colorless. This happens because it transmits all the colors that strikes it. But transparent objects are colored. I'm pretty sure you have seen colored, transparent, and translucent objects. Why these objects have colors? Well, when you look through colored, transparent, or translucent object, you see the color of the light that was transmitted through the material. The other colors were actually absorbed. We reached the end of this lesson. Thank you for your time, and of course, thank you for your attention. Your homework will be the chapter review in page 301. Try to answer those questions, and good luck. Have a great day.